Hi there. Welcome to Hollywoodland22. How's everyone doing tonight? Got warm here. In Raleigh, North Carolina, it got warm. 76 degrees today. Well, maybe 75, but it was warm. Refreshing. Food Lion, generic Diet Coca-Cola Zero. And the best part about it is that I looked at the 30-day forecast, and the 30-day forecast says that it is not going to be having any cold snaps for the rest of this year until maybe after Thanksgiving. So we got about 8 months and 3 weeks of not having to worry about cold in the morning. Nothing more than 40 degrees at the most. That's nothing. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful news to me. Let's see. At MNE, at M Newhouse 84, Arkansas from Philly. Newhouse in the house. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome in. I'm glad that you've come back. Two very different worlds. Philadelphia and Arkansas. Even Little Rock's different from Philadelphia. Philadelphia is an old city. It's probably about 400 years old. Has some streets that are so small that you barely get a car down there. Ordering out, but these pit bull neighbors are pissing me off. There's a lot of pit bulls in the South, in the Southwest, and out in California. Central, Southern California, and all the southwestern states are like that, and increasingly in the South, I've noticed that. Is there something funny going on there?
No, I'm just
Miss Newman.
No, I'm just teasing. I'm just laughing at
You silly little rabbit. Would you like to show everybody else what's so funny?
No, there's nothing funny anymore. No.
There's no more funny?
No, I was just laughing at a joke that I heard.
I want you to show us your phone.
There's nothing on
Is there
my
something
phone.
funny there?
Not
Oh,
anymore.
now it's gone. Oh, how convenient.
Nothing on the phone.
Something's funny.
Nothing's funny.
Something's snickering, I can see.
No.
Something's funny.
I don't think so.
What were you watching?
I was watching something on YouTube.
Was it something about Mickey Mouse?
No, it was about doggies.
Doggies?
Yeah.
Doggies?
It was a doggy.
Do you like doggies? What are you doing with your hand? What are you doing with your hand?
I deserve to get some. Talking about his dinner.
Like that girl that we're living in that house with all those other people. Yeah. She said, "I deserve to get served." And she got milk in the face. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. She sure
yeah.
did.
Would you like to tell that story to everybody? Want to tell that story? Not really. Okay. That's cool. Oh, we got 6 people watching here. Why would you want to watch me? Well, why ask why? Anyway, it's day 4. You see, because it might be, I believe there's an 8-hour difference. You might want to look that up. There may be a 9-hour difference. I'm not sure. It's either an 8-hour difference between Eastern Standard Time, United States of America, either an 8 or 9-hour difference between Washington, D.C. and Tehran, Iran. I think it might be, let's see, maybe it's about, it's 9, 18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'd be 6, 7, 8, 5. It's either 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around there. A little after 5 or a little after 6 o'clock in the morning, which I'm not sure. I think this would bring it into day 5, wouldn't it? Day 5. It would be already Wednesday there. No, already Would it be Thursday? I don't know. Chili Wire 143. Hey, Chili Wire 143. What's up? What you doing? Nothing much. Just hanging out with you guys. Heat. Heat's one of my favorite movies. You know, that was a really good movie. I saw that in the movie theater, and it sounded like the projectiles, the weapons were being shot off right next to my ear. If you watch it in the movie theater.
Boom.
Heat 2 is coming out? Really? That would be interesting. Yeah, I saw Heat in the movie theater. Yeah, it was just like pop, 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 pop. It sounded like it was going off in the theater. When I was a child, we watched a movie in 1990. I think I was maybe 8 years old. My father took me to go watch Earthquake. And I saw the movie Earthquake, and it felt like there was an earthquake happening right in the movie theater. I'll never forget that either. That was an old movie. Yeah, it is. It is. Got 10 people. 2 likes and 10 people in here. That's wonderful. Hey, Mel, you were outstanding in Ransom, top movie. How are you, my friend? I'm doing well. The cooler one. King Daddy, 2241. You was 8 in 1990. No, I'm talking about the Earthquake movie. Earthquake came out in 1974. I was born in 1966. Went to go see a movie named Earthquake. When Heat came out, I can't remember how old I was. I was 18 in 1984. I might have been, maybe I was 28 years old. I don't know. Did it come out in 1994, Heat? I can't remember when it came out. Did it come out in 1990 or 92 or 93? Such a long time ago, I can't remember. That's okay. High has to Tang. Was there earthquakes in that movie? No, it felt like an earthquake. The way they set up the speaker system, it felt like there was an earthquake going on. I was in Pennsylvania when I watched that movie. I was 8 years old. I watched it with my father and my younger brother. The Kula one, The Towering Inferno. I watched that as a child also in the movie theater. That was in the early 70s. I watched The Poseidon Adventure at a drive-in movie theater starring Gene Hackman. That's the first drive-in movie theater I ever went to. That's one of the first movies I ever watched. That was in the very early 70s. I watched that from the back seat. I sat in the middle between my parents and I watched that movie. The Poseidon Adventure. If you go to San Pedro, California, they have a model of the boat they used, like a little model of the boat. The USS Poseidon that's inside of the museum. They have a museum, like a San Pedro or the Port of Los Angeles Museum there, and they have ham radio guys that mess around there too. If you ever go down to the San Pedro neighborhood of Los Angeles, California, they have that little model. When you first walk in, it's the model of the Poseidon that they used as as part of making that film, Poseidon Adventure. They still had a few in the 70s. They still, and even in the early 80s in the Philadelphia area, they still had a few drive-in movie theaters left around. NZ. So where are you at, Dakula One? Are you in the United States or? Hello, Forrest. Hello, 19 at 1954. Frankie Franks. How are you doing? You guys having a wonderful evening? I know I am. Thank you for hitting the like and subscribe button. I need subscriptions. It is Miss Newman. Is it Tuesday?
Today is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday already? Oh my goodness. I'm behind. I'm usually ahead of time. But it's Wednesday, and by Saturday, before midnight, I need 600 subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free. All you have to do is just hit the subscribe button and tell all your friends to subscribe to Hollywoodland22. I'm the orange uppercase H with a black background. That's my avatar. Thank you. Let's get all the subscriptions we can. Everybody, please subscribe. I will be eternally grateful. That's a long time. Did you hear about the ghost in court today? The judge told him he was guilty because he could see right through him. That's pretty fun. Dude, that's actually a pretty original joke. I like that. Frankie Franks. 1954 Frankie Franks. To go, oh, in New Zealand.
New Zealand. Nice place. Beautiful.
Yes, it is. And New Zealand has different microclimates depending on what part of the country you're in. I was reading about it.
New Zealand is very beautiful.
Alondro. Cacon 85. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I'm starting to get some regulars in here. I've been doing this since on YouTube. I have to look. I think since October, maybe not. Maybe since November. I'm not sure. I mean, actually regularly doing live streams. Maybe before that a little bit, just messing around, but not on a regular basis until I believe, I think November. So November, December, January, February, about 4 months and a week. I've been doing this on a regular basis. Ashley Williams, 688. Hi, Ashley. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Well, you do know that I'm getting a little thirsty now. I did go to the grocery store. And I just had to pick something up. Ruben, 8865. Guess where I'm from, sir? Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I don't know. I grew up in Philadelphia. I didn't live there until I was about 21. Smash that like, people. Let's get Mel Gibson into the algorithm. Thank you very much. I really need subscriptions. Please hit the subscribe button. Yeah, it's time for Powerade. It really is. I am thirsty. You know, sometimes when I get a little bit thirsty, I don't have much thinking to do. I just go into my cabinet and reach for a bottle of Powerade Zero. Powerade Zero. It's cool. It's refreshing. It quenches my thirst. And you know what about Powerade Zero? It's made by the Coca-Cola company. Has little of no calories in it. It's really tasty too. I prefer it to other drinks. It doesn't have that nasty tap water taste. And you know, when I drink Powerade Zero, the best part about it, do you know what it is? It makes me feel like a real winner. A winner, I says. I'm a driver. I'm a winner. If you watch this channel, that makes you a driver, a winner. Things are going to change for the better in your life. I can feel it. How do you like my new tactical flashlight? It's pretty nifty, huh? It's a self-defense weapon, and it can keep you alive if all the lights go off. How do you like my much bigger, totally legal self-defense weapon and flashlight, my Maglite flashlight? I love this thing. Put duct tape on it. I used to carry this around, and if I had to go someplace, maybe on Hollywood Boulevard at 11 o'clock at night or something like that, or maybe Skid Row in Los Angeles at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, this thing comes in handy. If you know how to use it, it wins against a knife. It gets pretty scary down there, Skid Row. I had to go down there. Not because I live down there, but I had to go down there to take care of some business. Kicking ass and taking names. My uncle has a taser in his semi-truck. That's good to have a taser. The high fructose corn syrup? No. Not in Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's products, which is Powerade Zero. Powerade Zero does not have, unless you get the kind with sugar in it. I get the kind without sugar, with fake sugar in it. This kind right here has 0 calories or sugar. That's why they call it Powerade Zero. 0 calories. Ever make it to the Plateau in Philly? They might have called that something else. What are you referring to as the Plateau? I'm from Philadelphia, and I haven't heard that term. Ruben, 8865. I'll give you 2 hints. It's always raining like 4 seasons in a day, and we love stout beer. Portland, Oregon, or Seattle, or Tacoma, or Bellingham. If you're in the United States, I'm thinking that, or Alaska, or your capital of Alaska. It rains a lot there too. I know it does. Anchorage does too. Or the Pacific Northwest. Tony says, is it okay to want to be physically mounted and dominated by force, which is not necessarily has my best interest at heart, but I don't push back nor clench, instead of embrace myself and open my cavity? No, I do not think that's okay. I think that's very wrong. Outside of the United States, okay. Let's see. Do you live in the southern part of Chile, where it's forested and it rains a lot down there? I think of that, or I can think of maybe parts of Norway, Ireland, or southern Chile. The southwestern part of France, near the ocean, or Ireland, southern Ireland, or northern Ireland. Dublin, okay, because Seattle has that kind of rain too. You know, when I lived in Seattle, there's a company that makes a jacket, a rain jacket, a long trench coat called a London Fog, and I used to wear that. I used to wear a hat too, like a wide brim hat. I did not need to use an umbrella, but the hat and the rain jacket helped me. I wore that throughout the day, and it's like that. It's cloud cover in Seattle, Washington, and Vancouver, British Columbia, and parts of Alaska are like that for about 5 months out of the year of cloudy skies. And I'd say about 3.5 of those months have some kind of drizzly rain. Alonjo Kakaron, 85, said, what time is it where you are? It is 9:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in North Carolina, United States of America. SG Snipers 8. What's good in the hood? Actually, what's good in the hood here? The Publix grocery store. They have a grocery store that's based in Florida that has a lot of good food in it that you can just buy it, just come and cook your own meals. That's what I do. They do have some taverns and some establishments around here in the Raleigh area. I've always wanted to visit the Hollywood Hills and Angels Flight. Are they good? Yeah, it is fun. I lived in Los Angeles from 1987 to 2023, except for about 1.5 years in Georgia and about 3.5 years in the late 90s in Washington State. Other than that, I was living in the city of Los Angeles, and I lived in the Hollywood Hills. I lived in a neighborhood called Hollywoodland, which is down the hill from the Hollywood sign. It's an actual housing development called Hollywoodland. It's one of the first ones. Some of the houses are smaller. I lived in a guest house when I was 21. Plateau in Philly is the high ground in West Fairmont Park. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Fairmont Park entrance is off of Girard and 42nd Avenue, near the just near the zoo. I know where that is. I didn't usually go over to West Philly that much, but I've been to the entrance of Fairmont Park. That's kind of a rough neighborhood over there. You go in there, yeah, there's a high part of Fairmont Park. Yeah, I know where that is. I wasn't aware it was called the Plateau. Learned something about the city I lived in. It's 8:37 where you are. Oh, you're in Central Time. Tejas. Texas. That's Central Time, Nicholas. I used to like you back when your name was David Bowie. That's funny. Larry Thompson, 2:37 a.m. here. And where are you? Are you in Birmingham? Are you in Bristol? Are you in London, Manchester, Surrey? Where? London's a really big city. My God. You got people from all over the world there too. No, I was not. You have the face cut of an actor?
No.
Actually, I'm 175 pounds. I used to weigh 155. My face is usually a lot more cut than this. Yeah, I do have that actor's face, that model face. I was asked to be a model a long time ago when I was maybe 24 years old. I turned that down because I was doing something else for a living. I couldn't get it. I was in retail management. I couldn't get out of it. It was some company, not Ford models. It was Elite models. And I turned them down. Probably should have taken them up on their offer if they were going to pay me more money than a store manager of a retail store. But when you're young, you do things that are sometimes a little bit foolish. But I made my decision. That's water beneath the bridge. Most definitely not. Nicholas, most definitely not the East Coast of the United States. London, my friend. Okay. Most definitely not the East Coast. What is most definitely not the East Coast of the United States? Actually, I had a fight with David Bowie's son in prison. Oh, did you really? Hello, my friend. Second time here. Welcome back, Larry Thompson. What is actually what do you think is definitely not the East Coast of the United States? I win. It's Thursday, 3:45 p.m. here. Are you in England? Dakula 1? Where's Dakula from? Who's from London? Dublin. Who's from London? Or Thompson's from London. Yeah, I lived in Los Angeles from 1987 to 2023, except for a few years in a couple different places, Atlanta, Georgia area, and the Seattle metro area for a short time. But I was born and raised on the eastern coast, in the Northeast United States, in the city of Philadelphia, which is the original capital of the United States of America, Philadelphia, where we signed our Declaration of Independence from England. I believe it was called England at that time. Like Patrick Swayze. His name is William Brannigan, the spitting image of David Bowie, who was in prison for robbing a homeless man. How the fame fades. Really? California. I did live in California. Are you in California, Nicholas? PS3-2008. I visited London. It's really boring. Nowhere to go, nothing to see. Really? Well, everybody has their own experiences. It looks like there's a lot to see there, and a lot of places to go in, a lot of pubs to go into, get your buzz on there. Jesus Christ, I'm here. Hello, Jesus Christ, how are you doing? London is a dark and cold and dangerous place. I'm sure parts of it are. It's probably not like it used to be 30 years ago. You need stab-proof vests now. Is it really? Goodness, this all really took place in the last 15 years. You know what I mean? I've been tracking London, Paris, and stuff. Even 15 years ago, it was safer. It was a lot safer, like 20 years ago. But it's sad, and it's up for, you can call it this European Union all you want, but it's every individual country there England, Ireland, or the United Kingdom. I'm sorry, Ireland, Germany, Denmark, Norway, all those countries have to make up their own mind about what they're going to do about their general population. If they're going to do something drastic, if they're going to cut off that pipeline of people just waltzing into their country, I think a lot of these countries in continental Europe, and I think England also, the United Kingdom also, is just allowing people from all over into the country. And I personally have seen people in the United Kingdom that are not very happy about that. That's for you guys to figure out. My people, I have British ancestry in me that goes all the way. My family came here in 1713. I got some German in me, but it's mostly English. My real last name is a village in England. And my family left here because of religious persecution. They put padlocks on our church, and my forebears came over to, I think it was Virginia. No, I'm sorry. It was New York City, and then some stayed in New York, and some went to Virginia. And the ones that went to Virginia went to Texas in the early 1800s. And that's the clan that I'm from with my last name, which I will not tell you because I'm not going to tell you my last name. Not my last name. Nicholas, I'm no longer listening to you. Oh, really? Well, you don't have to listen to me. I have to go to bed for school. Well, I think that going to school is a wonderful thing. I think it's good to get good sleep so you can be attentive in class. Thanks for coming in, Alondra. Got calling 85. Knife crime in the UK is crazy high crime now. I bet. That's where the Maglite company makes the Maglite flashlight that maybe you can purchase something like that has this goes on your belt. You clip this on your belt right here, like on your belt, for example. Say you're wearing a belt. I'm going to show you. You put this on your belt. I really use this in Los Angeles. I don't live in a place like that anymore, but you can just like stick it in there. Comes right out, see? And I got long arms. I'm 6'1". Someone pulls a knife on me, unless it's in a contained area. That's why I didn't like public buses, because they have a little pokey problem going on in Los Angeles, California right now, and also in San Francisco. Yeah, they got that problem in California too. I think it's in New York. I think it's in Philadelphia. There's a little stabby thing going on there. I don't like it. Too much violent crime now. The Kingdom of Tonga is currently 3:45 p.m. just for your information. Well, thank you very much, Brew Ball. Clan Thompson, Scottish Clan Thompson with no P. THOM as in Mary, S as in Sam, ON as in Nancy, Scottish. A lot of Scotch Irish came over to this country too. We got a ton of them over here. They came, you know what happened? They came to the East Coast of the United States, like places like Charleston, South Carolina, or they came to Virginia, and they were kind of shunned by the Englishmen, or people of English ancestry that lived in the East Coast port cities. And a lot of the Scotch Irish decided to say fuck them and just went west into the Appalachian mountain chain. So in the Appalachian Mountains of the United States are a lot of Scotch Irish. And they mixed in with Cherokee Indian too, as a matter of fact. A lot of our military comes from those mountains. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of Scotch Irish in the military, in the American military, to this day. Like multiple generations of military families to go all the way back to the 1800s. Just a little factoid I might let you know. I mean, they'll just sit there. They're like, these dudes that live up in the hills, man, these Scotch Irish guys that live in the United States, they're up in the hills. They'll just when they get into combat, they're just ready to die, man. They just keep going. They just keep going like that. They got guys like that up there. Their sons are like that. They join the Marines. They join the Army. They're just even little guys like they're there to win. So we got a lot of Scotch Irish. Scotch Irish got that in them. I mean, they beat down the English many times in the last 500 or 600 or 700 years. You know, kept them out of their land with less resources too. I did a little bit of reading about that. Hello, brother. How are you doing? Nice to see you. It's John Boy, the Opal King. You be good now. Wow, pretty good. I walk with my 66-kilogram cane torso in London. Nobody seems to want any problems if they was thinking about it, you know. Dude, man. I'm going to have to look up cane corso. We have a lot of clan members in the United States of the Scottish people. Scotch Irish. It's a Scotch Irish clan. I wonder if that sea monster is for real. That Loch Ness sea monster up there. Is it real? Is that like a real dinosaur, like a plesiosaur or something up in there? Maybe they got trapped. Maybe they got some babies and got a little family going on up there. Bunch of little dinosaurs that swim around in that lake. I always wondered that. Brabal, my daughter-in-law is Scotch Irish from a clan called the Travelers. Interesting group. Really? Larry Thompson, I am descendant of Vikings, Highlanders, and Crusaders. We were built for war. Yes. And a lot of those people that came over here really do live in the Appalachian mountain chain. Look it up, Google it. It's on it's an older mountain chain. It goes from about Pennsylvania all the way down to the northeast part of Alabama, diagonally. There's a lot of Scotch Irish in where else are they? Kentucky, West Virginia, parts of Georgia, and Pennsylvania, and Virginia, parts of Virginia, all up and down those mountains, and also in Kentucky too. And there's a lot of Scotch Irish that went out west too. They went to Oklahoma. These fell out. I had to have this taken out, and this needs to be fixed. These are two bad teeth. I had tooth taken out back here, and I have to get new partial dentures for there. Some of these are real. A lot of these are real. And some of these were fake, and then they just didn't stick in there right. And I gotta buy new ones and put them in. Italian Mastiff Cane Corso, Roman War Dog, now Guardian Break. Oh, a Cane Corso. Oh, okay. So you got that for protection. It was a Greenland shark. Vikings were soft and real. They were getting invaded and beaten constantly. And always in the movie and TV shows that they were portrayed as warriors. Oh, really? You think so? I have information that tells me otherwise. I have 1954 World Book encyclopedias that my father used, and I read all about Vikings. They used to hit, they used to pillage, they used to plunder, and then they used to split with all the goodies. And sometimes they went ahead and stayed. I mean, if the women were hot there, they would just go ahead and stay, man. So there might be people in Spain with Viking blood in them. You never know. Oh, we got 9 people in here. That's good. Thank you for liking and subscribing to Hollywoodland22. Loch Ness Monster was a Greenland shark that managed to swim into Loch Jeremy Wade. The man from River Monsters investigated it. Oh, a Greenland shark's pretty big. I heard that Greenland sharks can live to be like about 400 years old. Some of them, at least 300 years old. You know, a Greenland shark, really? Yeah, I definitely would believe that more than anything else. I do believe that the Earth is a spherical. It's actually a slight egg shape, a very slight egg shape, and it has a hole in the bottom of it that has a little bit more gravity than other parts. A small hole. In Antarctica, I found out. Yeah, there are still, Larry Thompson says, yeah, there are some still swimming around now. They were alive when the Great Fire of London was burning. My God, that's a long time ago. That's before my great-great-great-great-grandparents were alive. I can't believe that my forebears, they're not really ancestors, it's before that. They're my forebears. My mother's side of the family came to North America, came to the colony of Virginia, or whatever it was called. I don't even know if it was a colony yet. It was 1713. George Washington, our first president, he was a general, but he was his father was a wealthy landowner in Northern Virginia. But he was born, I believe, in 1732. So my family came here in 1713, my mother's side of the family. I have ancestral uncles that fought in the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812. Some of them did not make it. At least one made it. One of these guys made it, and that's why I'm here. My mother's father survived the South Pacific in the World War II, fighting against the Imperial Japanese military, and he survived all that. That's why I'm here. My father's father was a weatherman in the South Pacific on a battleship. He survived. He lived to be 86 years old. I spent a lot of time with him, talking to him about stuff. Oh, I have one parent left, my mother. My father just recently passed away. But he was a very interesting person. He sold satellites to other countries. My hobbies, I like to build model airplanes. I'm going to start that up again. I'm going to go down to this store we have in the United States called Hobby Lobby. I'm going to buy some model airplanes and some testers glue and some toothpicks, and I'm going to start building model airplanes again. I used to do that when I was a young teenager. I remember that. Enjoy your stream. Solid off the dock to clock in. Thank you for coming in. Well, it's almost that time. Proud to be British, but wish my ancestors left for America. I've had about enough of this place and the government. Well, I hear you. I hear you. I'm not a Starmer fan, but then again, he's not my leader. From what I heard, the Iranians have attacked some British subjects. I don't know where it was. I don't know what part of the world it was, but they attacked other countries that were neutral, that also are mostly Muslim countries. I mean, looks to me like they're just butthurt, right? They're all mad. They're just have all these drones coming places. But you know what, Mr. Trump, President Trump always says, "We'll see. We'll see if they're going to stop that." But I think it's too late. I think I think Saudi Arabia may make a decision very quickly if they have not already to assist us up in the air. Um, you know where I stand on this. I do not want the regime in Iran getting a hold of any of those kind of BOMBs, the bad ones, the real powerful ones. I don't want any of that. They have plenty of oil in southwestern Iran for many countries. They have plenty of energy. They don't need nuclear energy. It's all a bunch of bullshit. And they puffed out their chests, and this is what happens. And it didn't have to be this way. But I'll let my president do the rest of the talking. Oh, well. I've been secretly waiting for this since 1980 because I was 13 and I remember what they did to our embassy. So anybody that disagrees with me, oh well. Larry Thompson says, please don't come to America. We don't need any more immigrants. Well, if you're a brain surgeon, I would invite you here. but you want to bring some money and spend it, come on in, man. If you're loaded. Don't forget Passion of the Christ, Mel. I'm white, English, Scottish, Christian. I have the same values. Why wouldn't you want me to come in and contribute? I want you to come in and contribute. You know, open up a business and hire a bunch of people. You know who really needs to get a job is people in Baltimore, Maryland. They need a job. You come over here and open up a business and give them a job. Yeah. Stay in Europe and contribute over there. I'm sorry, but the last time I heard is that the United Kingdom or England, the British Isles do not consider themselves Europe. There's Europe and then there's the British Isles. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Dick Justice, are you from the zombie land? No, I'm not. Not in Europe. Yeah, I didn't think that Great Britain was the Brits considered themselves Europeans. But perhaps I'm wrong. We are not part of Europe. We are not in the European Union. We are a separate island, not connected. That's correct. You are. That's what I always thought. And the United States of America has a special relationship with the United Kingdom. And that special relationship is something that is between the United Kingdom and the United States of America, and it's our business. Oh my God, we got a big old argument in here now. Keyword region. That's right, region, but not part of it. Well, in other news, cheddar cheeseburgers with Dijon mustard and a raw onion on a toasted Kaiser roll are absolutely delicious. You should try them sometime. Is it time for me to take a pill? I think it's time that possibly I should take a sleeping pill. What do you think? Perhaps an Ambien or a Lunesta? Do you have those in the United Kingdom? I wonder. Who's making all that noise in there? I've had just about enough out of those two. I'm going to have to call the authorities. Did you ever listen to the lyrics of Queen's Another One Bites the Dust? I did. Does anyone know how they go? PS3, to you, you're a funny guy. Laugh out loud. I listened to the lyrics of Another One Bites the Dust by the infamous rock and roll band Queen. The United States of America is allies with United Kingdom, Ireland, several European countries in continental Europe, and some Middle Eastern countries, and also Israel. Absolutely. The closest ally is the United Kingdom. Hands down. PS3, you're a very negative, arrogant person. Don't talk if you have nothing nice to say. Really? PS3? Is that the way PS3 is, man? Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, we might get some more subscribers in here. I would really appreciate it if you guys could hit the subscribe button and subscribe to Hollywoodland22. It's easy, and guess what? It's free to do. It'll help me a whole lot, and we can really get this algorithm going and build this channel somewhat. I'm sure we can get to, in the next 3 days, we can get up to 600 subscribers. That's what I really need. So thank you very much, everyone, for hitting that subscribe button. Yeah, we always say, America, like it or get the fuck out.
Celebrate.
America first, fuck yeah. I'm like politically, I'm a centrist. I'm not an extremist one way or the other. I mean, I grew up in a very socially progressive city. And all that area up to New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and New York, and Philadelphia, and all that area up there is, I grew up around a lot of very liberal-minded people and stuff, but I'm not really liberal-minded. I'm kind of a traditional guy in a lot of ways. So I'm kind of conservative in some ways. They don't have very many, conservative Democrats anymore. In the South, they do. They used to in Philadelphia. They were pro-union and stuff like that, but not very many left. Our country's a little bit bipolar right now, the United States of America. Larry Thompson says he's trying to create a space to attack someone from the other side of the world. Face to face. You wouldn't have an opinion. Yeah, you know how people are. Everybody has an opinion. Don't they? I will talk about politics occasionally on here. I don't make it a focal point. I don't think that what's going on in Iran should be made political at this point. I'm sure that Western civilization and beyond really needs protection from a country like Iran, or a regime like what is, well, just 3 days ago was running Iran. Nobody really knows who's running Iran now, who's in charge of it. Not really, do we? Who knows? Maybe in a month or so we'll find out. I like to have negotiations and stuff. I am not a big fan of war at all. Larry Thompson says, I try to be a nice and respectful person, but when someone wants a problem, I have no problem giving them one. Well, I'm very much the same way. The asphalt is my friend. Philadelphia is very much like Birmingham or Manchester, or one of those kind of towns, or Liverpool or something like that, you know. Philadelphia is very much like that. And I learned how to make the pavement, the concrete, and the asphalt my best friend at an early age. You know, if somebody wants to have a problem outside of the bar, you know, we call them bars here. I guess you call them pubs over there. SG Snipers 8. Just got great news, bro. My sister is pregnant. SG Snipers 8. I'm going to be a dad, really. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. And with that, I see that I'm going to have to say hasta mañana. I have to wake up very early tomorrow morning. I have some adulting to do, some very important things to take care of. I have to be responsible. Do you remember that? Being responsible, being a man. Night, my friend. Have a blessed night. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming in to Hollywoodland22. Thank you for hitting the like and the subscribe button. You don't have to hit the subscribe button now. You can subscribe later. Tell all your friends. Analog, talking, and digital, all the platforms. Let everybody know. Let all your friends know all about Hollywoodland22. The orange H with the black background. That's my avatar. And I need as many subscribers. And I think we can have a fantastic channel get going in the next couple of months. We can really get this channel on the map. Okay? Because there's lots of very interesting things to talk about and do. And a lot of entertaining I'd like to do for you. I have a lot of talents, and I'd like to show those talents to you. Let's get some more people to subscribe, okay? And I got some really good stories. I like storytelling. You guys have a very good evening, okay? Yeah, Mad Max, yeah. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you.
When in doubt.
Good night.
When in doubt. Put it down.